What's up guys, T-Rex and Mr. God right here with TREXmedia.com, your one-stop shop for all things T-Rex. Be sure to check it out and tell me what you think about it. Now I do have a second channel right now, which is where I do drop all of my songs and mixtapes and everything. It's just going to be that first link right below that like button right there. Be sure to check it out, tell me what you think about it. Now, USB microphones do have a really bad reputation for just being, well, bad. But today with me I have the Mackie Element Carbon. And this might actually just change no matter what you actually do think about USB microphones, so let's dive right straight into it. But first, big shout out to Mackie for actually sending this over for me to check out. I'm gonna leave affiliate links right in the description box right down below, so you can actually go right there and shop all things Mackie. There's amazing deals, and also I'm gonna make one amazing recommendation that you might just want to stick around for the end of this video just for you to get that special recommendation that's going on right there. Now, the Mackie Element Carbon is actually advertised by Mackie as a very flexible USB microphone, which can actually just be used for mobile recording, live streaming, or content creation. Now, in my opinion, I actually feel like these are really nice things to actually hear on the check mark, and for about $150, does it really justify the price? Well, let's start with the build quality then. Now, the design does come off as a really lightweight, flexible, sleek design that does have a built-in stand with it, so it's real nice, it's flexible, you can actually carry this around. It's so sleek. There's a couple of metal just around it, but not the strongest metal in my opinion, because I did kind of like dent mine just a teensy bit, so I would say you have to be really careful with this because it's so lightweight, it's a little bit fragile on the side as well, so you might just want to be really careful with this. On top of that, the design and build quality is actually really nice. It's really sleek. I do love the adjustable stands right there, which is really good. Also, the texture bottom here just makes it really nice touch with, so it doesn't wobble on top of a table when you do put it on a table and you're just trying to use it when you're up and about. Now let's talk about connectivity here, which actually does connect via to your computer via USB Type-C, but I did find zero latency with this, which I felt was really nice. Now they could have just chipping out and just use micro USB, but I really feel like them going for USB Type-C was a really nice option right here. Now, connecting this with a Mac, or if you want to go with a Windows, it's actually really nice. There's no issues there whatsoever. On top of that, this does come with your Pro Tools and also away from OEM recording software. Now you can actually get that from Mackie, which is a real nice touch. Talk about that previously. And also, if you did miss the unboxing, I'm gonna link it right. Okay, so you can actually just go ahead and just check that out, because we're just going straight to the review on this, so I'm not gonna talk about what does come in the box. Real simple right there. Now, moving on with the connectivity, if you're using any sort of DAW, this is actually really gonna work fantastic with this. Testing this right here with Pro Tools, Studio One, and also GarageBand, which is most of the three that actually do work with right here. It works really fine and doesn't actually give any sort of issue or whatsoever in terms of connectivity. All you just have to do is select it from your software and it is good to go. Now, on top of that, you do get a headphone jack, which they did go with the little small connector, which I actually feel was a good idea, because if you do have professional studio headphones, you can always just take the top off and just screw it apart and then put the little part of it inside of it, which is really nice. And on top of that, if you don't have professional studio recording headphones, then you can just go ahead and use any sort of headphones with this. I did test this with about 3 headphones and they work perfectly fine. Now let's talk about what I like to call some nice features to have with this microphone. Now, first off, you do have multiple pattern selections, so this is really nice and really good depending on the situation that you do find yourself in. Having multiple patterns is actually a real nice one. My favorite, of course, is always the cardio. I love to stick with that and just use that, but depending on where you find yourself in, it's nice that you do have multiple selections to select from. On top of that, there's also a mute switch, which actually did come in handy because I used this for a Zoom call. It was really fantastic, really nice, and if you're not speaking at that point in time, you can actually just use the mute switch so you don't get any sort of background interference in your call. Now, you do get an inbuilt stand with this, but on top of that, you do have a connector on the bottom, which you can actually use to prop up on a proper stand if you want to use that, but I don't really see why you'd want to do that. But if you want to, the option is there, and it's really nice for Mackie to actually provide that for you. You don't need an interface while using this, which is some of the advantages of actually having to use a microphone. Now, it's also nice for on the go. It's, as Mackie calls it, mobile recording. Now, if you're on the go, I was in the UK for about a couple of weeks ago, and if I did have something like this, it would have helped me complete some of my work a lot faster. But this would have come in really handy, because if you don't want to take your headphones, condense a microphone, your audio interface and everything, maybe speakers if you want to, on the go, you can actually just grab this and your laptop and you're actually really good to go. Now, all that being said, it sounds really good, it sounds really nice so far, but what does the sound quality actually sound. I'm gonna give you a little bit of a sample so you actually get a taste of what the sound quality is like. But before I mention that, did you know that Jade Black has actually dropped his summer collection? Yes, and these are actually flying out really fast because they are not only so really nice and really affordable, they're also, well, really affordable. That's what I was gonna say. So if you know you want to check these out for yourself, I'm gonna leave a link right in the description box right down below. You can actually just go ahead, check it out, look at the website, look at all of the options that they do have. You can actually get this in sunglasses, in prisons, or you can actually prescribe them if you do have a condition. It's a real nice touch, it's a real nice one at really affordable prices with really nice designs and a whole host of collection for you to select from. This is actually really good. On top of that, I can actually throw in a 10% discount on anything that you do get from Jade Black. So let's dive right straight into this review. Now, speaking of the sound quality, I actually mentioned I did use this to take a Zoom call and also several calls, and it was fantastic. I actually did ask the people, I'm like, hey, you know, I'm actually doing a review right here and I'm trying to test this microphone. Tell me what I do sound like on your end, and all of the feedback was absolutely positive. Now, this was me just sitting about like yay far from the microphone and just speaking normally. Even without a pop filter, it was still really nice. The bass is really good. The input take is really nice when you look at the wave on Studio One. I'm going to show you that just in a sec. The treble is also really nice. The microphone performed excellently, with each individual pattern, polar pattern, tested differently in different situations. It performed amazing in every single one of them, which really blew my mind and really surprised me, because right now, I'll tell you one truth, is actually way better than the EM91C, also from Mackie, and that is supposed to be a condenser microphone. It's actually a lot better than that, and I'm surprised that this is USB and that one goes through an interface. The processing is actually quite good, being that it doesn't even have any sort of input channel. It's just going straight through your door, and then you exporting that, and then you can just do whatever it is that you want to do with that if you want to process it or whatever, but you can just do that. Now, in case you missed the big thing, the voiceover in the unboxing video was done with this, and you can actually see that that was unfiltered, unedited audio right there for you. Now, in case you're still having doubts of some sort, this is actually what it sounds like right here. And so this is me sitting just right upright right here, not even trying to lean, you know, or anything, just right there looking in, speaking into the microphone. If I go just a little bit closer, you can actually hear just what it sounds like. If I go just a little bit back, if I sit like yay high, this is how I did take most of my calls, and I can actually see me actually looking this way and still speaking into the microphone. And this is the kind of sound that you can actually get from this. Now, there you have it, guys. Amazing, fantastic. Now, it does have the legendary Onyx preamp circuitry built in, so that actually provides for some excellent audio quality. Now, who's actually the targeted audience for this kind of microphone? Well, if you're a streamer, if you're a gamer, if you're someone who does Twitch, even also for YouTube right here, if you're someone who does YouTube videos, you do a lot of voiceovers and stuff like that, or you just want something that's going to record directly, you don't want to use. I do have a microphone on top of my camera, but if you don't want to use any of that or the built-in microphone, you can actually pass this through. If you can actually do that with your camera, it's going to be really amazing and really nice for you. Then also, if you're someone who does podcasts, and if you're actually an artist, I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but if you're actually an artist and you do want to do some voice takes, you can actually use this. It's going to be really fine. Ignore the name USB, okay? Because it's not just about the device, it's how you actually use that device. And I keep telling people are not going to come into your studio and be like, if you didn't use this certain type of device to record your song, I'm not gonna stream it on Spotify. No, that's not how it works, okay? So depending on how you use it, if you know how to work around, I know someone who does use a Blue Yeti microphone, and she makes amazing audio quality in all of her music, Apple Music, Spotify, everything. It's always really nice. And I can just tell, I'm like, I cannot believe all of this just came from a Blue Yeti microphone. Not that I'm trying to say that those microphones are bad, but if you kind of get what I'm trying to say, it's a USB microphone, and she just passes that into a computer. Although she does still pass every other thing through a door, but still, that's the point I'm trying to make right here. So what is my final verdict on this microphone? I'm gonna tell you that after I tell you some of the negative quirks about this, because it's not all amazing. There's a couple of things I actually wish that they would have done a lot differently with this, and one of it being that it's not so good at rejecting external background noise. Now, I did find that to be quite annoying, but it's not super bad. Honestly, it's not bad. And pro tip right here, if you do use a pop filter, with that, it's gonna filter out all of that sound. It's gonna be almost like there was nothing on top of that. And I have a very nice recommendation for you right here, showing up right here on your screen. If you get this one from Mackie, it's gonna fit it perfectly, and it's gonna work with it perfectly, and it's gonna fit out some of that sound that you actually do not want. Second of all is the fact that all of the controls are in front except for your gain settings and your pattern selector. Now these are things that you're not gonna use all the time, but being that I was spending so much time testing this microphone, I constantly went back and forth with spinning the microphone around. It would have been really nice to have all of the settings right up front, but that's just about all of the negative quirks that I can actually see from this. So tell me in the comment section right down below, do you have this? Are you thinking of getting this? Do you use a USB microphone, or would you never ever use a USB microphone? Are you the type would like to stick to, you know, the traditional ones that go through the audio interface, or you're gonna test it or whatever? Just let me know in the comment section right down below. Thank you so much for watching. If you did find this video really interesting, be sure to give it a thumbs up, share with someone who you know is really gonna gain from it, and someone who you know is absolutely amazing. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell notification. Tell me in the comment section right down below that you are absolutely amazing, and I will see you around. Peace out.